Let's get to work.
A 5, 6, 7, 8. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, guys. Welcome to Backstage Berry Holiday Edition. And I am with the cast of Showbiz Spitfire, Paige Turner's Jingle All the Way. How many days we're at the Green Room 42. How many days do we have this show? How many shows?
We have 3 shows, and we open tonight.
Yes, it was freaking fabulous. All your holiday shows are magnificent. In fact, this is our 5th, I think, that we've come to see, and so this will be our 5th interview with you.
5th Christmas or 5th interview?
5th Christmas.
Really?
5th Christmas. Yeah. Oh my God, 5th interview. You are like our. She's our most interviewed. We need to come up with an award.
Viewed.
So not true. So so last year it was just you and Carol, and now this year we have Dante back. What? So you've returned. What sparked your return?
Well, Jackie's at a yoga retreat, and I don't know. Paige and I were talking, and we were having coffee, and I was like, I really miss performing with you. And she was like, let's do the Christmas show again together this year. And it was just, we were talking, and it happened, and here we are, and we had a great time dealing with Carol Channing's imminent death that's happened recently, and how we incorporated that into the show, and it's been great.
I want to say, Paige, I knew that you had some star power, but how on earth were you able to conjure Carol Channing for your show?
Well, I don't know. I think CBD oil and no sleep has really helped me come up and make magic at Christmas time year after year. Yeah.
How are you feeling, Carol, being back from the other world?
It was an immaculate resurrection. That's all I can say. Here I am.
Here she is. I see you got yourself a little nourishment there this evening.
You gotta shake it because the residue gets on the bottom.
What did you say earlier? It gets cloudy?
It does. It gets cloudy, and it should be nice and even.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
Nice and smooth. So, kids, all right, let's go ahead and introduce the cast. This is James Mills.
Hush you.
Hush you. And we, of course, have...
I'm Remy Germinario. I didn't realize we were going to be in character for the first line, so I was me. But
I don't even know what we're doing. I just kind of.
Who does? That's the beauty of Backstage Berry. We're all just roaming around aimlessly.
Someone else has had some CBD oil. This is a family show. We had children in the audience.
Yeah, we did actually have children in the audience.
Yes, one single child.
Yeah. I actually have to say, every time there was adult material, I looked over Cacophony. I looked over Cacophony, and like one time you said something, and she goes over to her child. Like she almost looked like she went.
She works with me on a weekly basis. If she knows. She knows. I am not responsible. She knows what I'm like. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. What is that? The first time you've had a kid at your Christmas show?
No. We had an 8-year-old boy who colored once during a show, and I was like, "Did you make me a picture?" He goes, "No." And there's like, "Oh no," the mother was like, "Oh no, I just really want to see the show. He'll just color." And I was like, "All right, well the show's very colorful or whatever," and it just went like, totally over his head. The Christmas show is the safest show, and then I'm like, "Oh, I do talk about bottoming a lot, but that's not really like dirty. I mean, daddy bottoms too,
She's gonna find out.
Yeah, daddy bottoms.
What that means, we all daddy.
Well, we've also had 80-year-olds at the show.
Yes.
And I remember she came rushing the stage. It was at a bar that we used to perform at together. Well, I think you still do. And this woman rushed the stage with a rose, and I couldn't quite see her, but she was quite elderly. And I said, "Debbie Reynolds! We must have been on the same flight from Palm Springs." She died.
That was a joke for her.
God.
No, she died.
Yes.
I know.
You know about this. We posted about it.
Yes. Yeah, she died.
Yeah.
She died.
With laughter.
With laughter. Well, that's the only way to go. Anyhow, so the holidays. Anyone doing anything special for the holidays this year? We'll start with you.
Oh gosh, it's not for the holidays, but I'm going to Disney World next week. I guess you could say it's going to be holiday themed, but then my parents are going to come up for Christmas.
Now, is this your racist, homophobic?
Are we in character now? Because I didn't get the memo.
You can pop in and out whenever you want.
No, not my racist ones. My real parent, the brunette under this is, his parents are actually very loving and accepting.
Oh, that's wonderful. How about you, Miss Paige?
Yeah, I'm doing this show. I don't have time for anything else. This is my holiday.
This is
I'm
her
happy to be
holiday.
celebrating Christmas on stage, and off stage, we are sleeping.
We are sleeping. How about you, Carol?
I'm trying to get sleep whenever I can. No, I'm very busy this year. The holiday season's a very busy
is.
time for James and for
She's
Carol.
doing 2 shows.
Yes, I have 3 shows. One out of the way with Paige. We have 2 more of these. I also, as you know, we've had interviews before, am one of the 3 Hell's Kitchenettes, and we have our Christmas at the Loose Caboose show. One of them was last night. We have another one next week. And then I also do my comic opera, and we open after Christmas. So a lot going
We
on.
gotta get out there and see that. That's a lot. So, what is your Christmas boutique Christmas gift this year?
Boutique Christmas gift?
Like, what's your thing that you want the most? Like, you know, aside from the share.
Not having to
makeup hat.
chase the gig.
That's a good fucking gift to ask for. Did you hear that, Santa?
10 years. I'm starting next week, 10 years in drag full time.
Oh my God! Congratulations! Round of applause, everyone! Round of applause. We have an audience too, so give it. Yeah, we have an audience at Strawberry Backstage Berry today. A real audience.
goes mild.
Backstage Berry is filmed in front of a live studio.
Yeah.
We had crickets in here. What was happening?
4 people that we got from the bar and promised a drink.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, okay, now the run of the show tonight was opening. When's you have 2 more shows? When are they?
2 more shows next Friday the 13th,
Oh, I didn't
which
realize
always
that.
ends up being the best day of my
I
life.
didn't realize that.
At 9:30,
Oh.
and then Thursday the 19th at 7. And we learned, I think, when we did Christmas Carol 2 years ago, we learned 2 years ago, we learned that it's good to have 3 to spread out for buzz, ticket sales, and also there's just always like a party or something. So to have the different ones and one at a different time, it totally helps. And like next week, the 9:30, it's so funny. Everyone's like, "Oh, I love that you do earlier," and then this year's like, "Oh, I wish you had more later." It's like you can never win. I'm like, "Girl, just come to the show if you can."
come
I was like,
to the
"I'm
show."
not keeping score. I mean, I have a ledger, but like, and I'm like at home, like, you know, delete on Facebook. No, but not till the new year. Yeah, so 9:30 next week, and that show's very busy. If you're coming next week, I would get that ticket soon.
And
I'm not lying.
tonight was a pretty good crowd.
Tonight
too.
was busy. We had like
was.
20 tickets, and then
Very
today they said that we had 80. I was like, wow.
Wonderful.
So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, very nice.
Would you believe it? This is the 8th annual Christmas show that Paige Turner and I
my
have
God.
done together.
Annual, it started at
Wow. Oh my God.
May she rest in pieces.
Do you guys actually know the interesting thing is that's the very first place I ever had a gig?
Oh, yeah?
A friend of mine.
Say an orgy.
No, go ahead. No, God, no. Wow, that would have been horrible.
Late bloomer.
Late bloomer. But no, a friend of mine actually got me a gig there, and the day that I had the show, I had like a fever of 104 degrees.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, I got
The worst.
paid. Gotta do
It's the worst.
it.
It's the worst. It's the worst performing with a fever. But in drag, it's just like,
And
you're
it was
already
my-
so hot
And
in
it was
drag.
my first
It's so-
time in drag,
Oh,
like
really?
here in the city.
Oh, God. You're
I
like,
had
I
not-
have to do it. And then but it was like a nightmare.
I know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, okay, what else do we have coming up this year for you?
For me, this year? Oh, gosh. I mean, I haven't even thought about it. Oh, I start touring again. I'm actually going away. Don't ask me the name of the theater. And two things in January. I'm going away to do Confessions of a Natural Blonde, which has been brought back to theater. I'm starting to tour like at theaters with my show, which I love doing, like a theater space.
It is,
So I'm
nice.
doing that in the middle of January, which is great. And then my show Slurp, which is the longest running drag show, although someone might try to prove me wrong with that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. That turned 9 years, November 7th, and we're doing the big celebration January 19th
Oh,
at
great.
Therapy. And that'll also have Jackie Cox and Chelsea Pierce and Shauna von Carlsberg. And it's called My Favorite Things, a very loose title. So it's going to have like my favorite, just to give you a hint from photo shoots this past year, I will like do some things from the photo shoots that I did this year. And it is Tippi Hedren's birthday that day. So that'll give you a hint with the photo shoot. So that's coming up in January,
That's
actually.
great.
That's fun.
How about you, Remy?
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm a stand-up comedian, so I do a lot of stand-up comedy, and I just recently got cast in Maud Night at the Upright Citizens Brigade, so that's their house sketch team. So my sketch team at UCB, it's, the house team performs the third Monday of every month.
Oh my gosh.
Sketch team. I thought we were the sketch team.
I'm sketchy. How about you, my dear? What's going on with you besides the Hell's Kitchen?
Well, like I said, I have comic opera in the spring. I earned a very prestigious award this year, which won't mean anything to you, but to me it makes me very happy. I received the Isaac Asimov Award for Artistic Achievement from the New York Gilbert and Sullivan Players.
Incredible! Another round of applause, everyone. We are just a whole bunch of wonderful things, I swear.
So when I'm not playing an old woman, I'm playing an old man.
Yeah, I heard that here
Did you say
first.
the asthma award?
Yes. No, Asimov Award, silly.
It's like a gold inhaler. And they're like,
What is it, mist?
yeah.
CBD oil.
CBD oil. All right. Well, okay, kids. Now, where can we find all of y'all on the interwebs?
Oh, I'm Jamesy NYC on Instagram and James Mills on Facebook. And yeah, that's about it.
And how about you?
I'm going to turn this way. I've been looking at you the whole time. I haven't looked at the camera. At Remy Germinario on all platforms.
All right. And how do we find you, Paige? I mean, you're so...
Big, thick, uncut girl on the Christian Mingle. And everything else is Paige Turner NYC. Don't forget the I. The twinks leave out the vowels.
I know. What is wrong with that? And you guys know that we're going to give you a little ticker tape at the bottom in case you missed all of that, so you don't have to rewind 100 times like I do watching YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you ever want to be notified about one of these wonderful interviews with fabulous talents like this in the New York City area, click that little bell button and you'll be alerted. So... see you later, kids. Happy holidays. Hopefully, we'll get another one out before Christmas. But if not, ho, 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 and love y'all. And we'll see you out there in the interworlds. Bye-bye.
Raspberries.
Strawberries.